Welcome to the Ninth Gear podcast, where we do everything Formula One, but look for the ninth gear. In the search for this mystical ninth gear today are Christian, Carlos, Oscar, and myself, Gilberto. How's it going, everyone? Woo!
Hello, hello.
It's going well.
Yeah, Kimmy. I think we'll start off with Kimmy, youngest pole. What is that called? Pole sitter in history, beating Seb, right?
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
Yep.
And then joins the elite club of youngest race winners as well. I think Max beat him, but what is he, second on the
18,
list?
18 on some days. And
18,
then
19?
Antonelli's 19.
19
Yeah.
and 200 and something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Amazing.
that's freaking crazy.
Impressive.
Did anyone actually watch the race? Because I didn't.
Yes.
I did not. It was
I did
very-
not.
I stayed up.
You
I
stayed up?
I watched the sprint. I watched
a sprint.
I watched qualifying at 2. I watched the race at 2. I watched the practices. I am dedicated.
Damn.
Dude. No, yeah, honestly, little clap. That's dedication. that's insane
Yeah.
dedication.
Amazing.
I have a little bit of leeway because everything's more
early.
a
Earlier.
little earlier for me. So you think I'd be able to watch, but no, we're old now, dude. I can't stay up that late anymore.
Yeah, Saturday was like super busy, so like
Yeah.
it was 12 o'clock and I was passed out.
No, I had a get together and I passed out at 8.
Yeah.
The drinking. So
I think once we get to the more 5 a.m., 6 a.m. races for me, I think I'll be like, okay, get up early morning. I honestly prefer those races compared to
Me too.
the afternoon,
Yeah.
like Coda or
Japan
Vegas.
is a little earlier, I think.
Japan is earlier.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I'll
like
be able to watch
it's like
it.
at midnight. It's kind of like Vegas where they do it at midnight. Well,
maybe we can
hard
do
time
something
for them.
here at the house. We can watch it here.
I won't
maybe.
be here. I will be in Minnesota.
Excuses. That's what I'm hearing.
But yeah, I don't know what Oscar, you saw the entire thing.
Yeah, Oscar,
so
you gotta-
what do you? I've only seen highlights and what's going on
Should we
on
say-
Twitter.
well,
I watched sprint race. Sprint
Mhm.
race was pretty boring. Am I wrong about that, Oscar? What do you think?
no. I mean, it was kind of the same thing that's been happening. Ferrari kind of, jumps ahead at the
Yeah.
start, and then Mercedes kind of just reeled them in and passed them up, and never looked back.
Ferrari can't fight back the speed. So
Yeah, like they fight back maybe once or twice, but like as the race goes on, I don't know if they are worse on their tires or just I don't know. Maybe the Mercedes lock in and they just start pulling away because you saw after like a safety car restart, Russell just fell back several
Yeah.
spots and then he just came back and passed them up and like never looked back from that. So it's like he either had some battery issue at the restart or he just needed some time to lock in.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of those, at least during the race, the prancing ponies just dancing around each other. It does make it hard to overtake. I think once like the fighting kind of stopped was when he took in, or no, or was it like in between the infighting that he actually passed them?
So as they were fighting, George kind of didn't really have a way around him because one would take the outside, one would take the inside, and Russell's kind of like, where do I go where I don't crash into somebody, and didn't really have the space.
Yeah.
Also, while they're fighting, the one that the Ferrari that's behind has the extra boost, so to pass, it's kind of like a battery DRS train type thing. So George just couldn't get past. Once a Ferrari pulled ahead from the other Ferrari a little bit, it kind of left the Ferrari behind kind of like a sitting duck, and George was able to then pass that one up and pass the next one. But as long as they stick together, they're having difficulty passing, which I think maybe Ferrari should look at that as a strategy and not have them fighting with each other
Yeah.
and be like, hey, we're, Kimmy's ahead a couple seconds. We're not fighting with Kimmy. Let's try and secure this second and third place and, play the team game, but having Chuck Leclerc and Hamilton, maybe there's some egos there that, they don't want to play the team game. They want to go out and race. So
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, I saw one clip. I don't remember if it was the race or the sprint where Russell was 0.7 behind and was able to overtake one of the Ferraris. So it's like, what can you do?
well, that's not. Again, it's not like the old Formula One where it's like, oh, you maybe have to be within half a second for the DRS to like really let you through. This
Yeah.
you could be like a second and a half back and your battery dies and you're left out there being a sitting duck. It doesn't matter.
Fair.
So
Yeah.
I don't think you have to look at that. Obviously Mercedes is the dominant,
Yeah.
It's
team right
hard
now
to get used
in
to.
the power unit, but
Yeah. I just think Ferrari saw their strategy going forward now. If they're smart enough to do it.
I
It's also
think they
Ferrari.
also have a lot of changes that they're gonna make. They teased the wing and they didn't use
Yeah.
it.
yeah, they
We thought
didn't.
they were gonna use
Oh
it. They didn't use
yeah.
it.
The rotating
Which
wing.
was stupid, yeah.
So I
Why
saw
hype it up
something-
so much if you're not going to use it?
No, so I saw something where it's like the Macarena wing makes it a little unpredictable during braking because it opens up and then it closes when you let go of the gas or start braking. So, but because of the way it has to rotate so much, it like creates extra downforce that then goes away, that then comes back, and it's like it makes it a little unpredictable when you're going into like a hard braking zone, especially that hairpin in the second to last turn in China. So maybe that's why they didn't do it.
Yeah. I think
What is the? Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you go.
What's the Ferrari team principal's name? How do you pronounce it?
Fred
Vassar?
Fred
Vazur?
Vizor.
He
Yeah.
announced that they have upgrades coming for Miami. And I say Miami because, like we learned this week, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia have been fully canceled from the F1 calendar and not replaced by other places or anything. So we'll have 2 less races. There will be almost no races in April, I think.
I think
And
so. I'm trying to
yeah,
find the schedule.
so then Vassar said that for Miami they're gonna have like a upgrade and a half. He said coming into the cars. So that gets me a little bit exciting about competition with the Mercedes. I don't want this to be just Mercedes trading wins, just because it's easy for them to.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
I
I don't
thought,
know.
full credit to Kimmy, I should have called him a bum like during
I
the
did
sprint, dude, because like
I did too.
Really?
I think the hype that Kimmy brings to the team and like the amount of investing that they put to him, and he's like their golden
It's
boy.
great.
He's their golden child. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like he's got like that. Oh Kimmy, we'll you are our
Even
future.
Toto said it on
Yeah.
the. So the hype
Yeah.
is definitely there.
No. Yeah.
And
But
I
he.
believe in Kimi too. I mean, look,
Yeah.
you go from one year to another to getting first. It's
No.
not
Yeah.
bad.
In your second year in Formula One, I mean,
Yeah.
rightfully he should be doing that, right, with the car that they have, and
Yeah.
he is. He is.
The thing is, he makes mistakes like if he was Colapinto, but then he races like if he's Piastri. So it's like
Yeah.
really hard to
He makes
gauge.
mistakes like he's Lando Norris, but he drives like he's Oscar. Did you not see him drive off at the hairpin because he locked up while he's ahead like 9 seconds? That is typical Lando Norris in Singapore. Almost
I'll
crashing
give
into.
you that.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, full credit to Kimmy. Did y'all see the picture of Russell? And I don't
Yeah.
know what the context
know.
behind this picture. I don't know the context behind this picture, but it's just Russell just absolutely just pure anger. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was at the podium. If you zoom out from that picture, it's also Kimmy right next to him. So it's like hard to not look at this and think that he's just not straight up just like mad and pissed at Kimmy for like, he's like, I don't want to be second, Mercedes seat again, behind Lewis Hamilton, all those years ago,
I
which actually wasn't that long ago.
I saw that photo, but they kind of dressed him up as Anakin, and it's like when you get beat by a
Yeah.
youngin.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
god.
It's crazy.
Can we really call Kimi Räikkönen a youngin though? Did y'all hear that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, on the
I can't believe they
podium.
messed up his name on his first Formula One win. It's like, oh yeah, it's Kimi Räikkönen.
But not like being like Antonello. No, like straight up just saying a completely different last name. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's poor from Formula One right there.
And then just
Ruining his face. He was like in shock. He's like, "What was
yeah,
that?"
no,
Yeah.
he was fully like what?
He was like Raikkonen's here? What? Where?
Yeah. F1 continues to be memeable, and I think that's like one of the reasons why I really love the sport so much. Just along with most things. But yeah, just closing up on the whole race schedule. It's Japan, March 27th through the 29th, which is in what is that? That's
2
next
weeks.
week. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh.
And then it was supposed to be Bahrain, which was 2 weeks after that, kind of like more than normal schedule, where it's like every other week. And then Saudi Arabia was supposed to be the 17th and 19th. That was supposed to be back to back. So yeah, it's completely skips over April, honestly.
And this
Yeah.
is due to the conflict, right?
Yeah, this is due to all the stuff that's going on. Makes it, and I think was it last year that Max said that he smelled fire, and in the distance there's like an explosion or something like that. Like I don't know. I
I
don't.
I
there
think so.
I do vaguely remember something like that, but I
Yeah,
don't remember what it was.
yeah. No, I am not 100% sure. Speaking of Max, I don't know. I don't anyone like
Speaking
pre.
Turbo
of Max,
Star.
Our Red Bull boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Turbo
How do you feel?
Star.
How do you feel about his performance? And how do you feel about Hadjar? I feel like
Um,
yeah. Well, I'll
so
let you
I'll,
take it.
I'll start with Max. So 3 race starts, 3 terrible race starts in a row. I mean, the Australian one was bad, but the sprint and the Grand Prix starts in China were just abysmal. Where
He fell what?
it
6 places?
it just looks like he's like in a civilian car, like a little Honda Civic, and everyone's in a Formula One car driving off. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Max not being able to do something
Mm-hmm.
because Hadjar also hasn't had the best of starts, but the Racing Bulls have started well. So
Yeah.
they have a powertrain. So like, is it a powertrain issue? I don't think so. So it's like, where is the issue coming from? Also, Hadjar didn't have a bad start in Australia. Max did. So I don't know where that issue's coming from.
Postseason? That's where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, I don't know if the powertrain is all that reliable either. Hadjar had to retire. Now Max had to retire, so that's 2
yeah,
DNFs.
Hadjar was having a
Because
good race up until he lost the rear.
that
And
was
right,
lap,
that was what?
that was lap 1
Oh, okay.
or
Never
lap
mind.
2.
Yeah, prove that I'm
Really,
not.
he
I
was
didn't watch the
doing-
race. Literally just
He was-
the highlights.
His rate was perfect up until, crash.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's actually factual. And I wondered something that have to do with like the is it the turbo not spooling up properly or
I mean, it's twofold. It's either the turbo's not spooling up or the battery being drained when you pull up to the start line. The fact that you don't get off at all tells you that it's either the turbo not being spooled up or the battery being drained. So the turbo's definitely not spooled up, but it could also be that the battery is drained. So it could be twofold.
Yeah.
So.
No, and then McLaren also just like not even being able to start the car during the race, right? Is that what was happening? They
Yeah.
just couldn't start it, or I'm not too sure.
So I think they found out about Piastri's a little bit early. No, about Lando's a little bit earlier, and then they found out about Piastri's like right or during formation lap or right before formation lap.
No, it was before
And
the lap. So they did the lap to go out to the grid,
the grid, same
and
thing
then
as last time.
and then they had to wheel the car back in from there right before the.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
So
at least he made it to the grid this time. So
Yeah.
I don't really understand what is going on, but it's just really surprising to me. I don't know if
New
Oscar could
regs.
explain it better, but
on
I
what's
don't
happening.
understand how like I just don't understand. I don't understand how Mercedes is this OP and then McLaren, who has the same power unit, can't start their car.
I mean,
Well,
it's
let's take a look at
Gotta
all the
release the files,
Mercedes.
dude.
No, you got to look at all the Mercedes customer teams. So you got McLaren having issues. You have Williams that's nowhere.
But Williams has no speed. They don't really have power unit issues.
I don't really know.
Yeah, but they have no speed because the power unit's not there, or is it because
Maybe.
their aero's not there? Like, is the chassis not there?
Yeah.
But you just have to go through all of the Mercedes teams, and like the only one that's like doing okay is Alpine.
Let's go.
Alpine actually was astonishing to see both of their drivers like at least being able to go compete with Audi and what is it? Our
So,
Racing Bulls.
Yeah, the
Is that
race
kind of the
rules,
midfield and Haas?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alpine announced this like right before China that they gave Gasly an upgrade before Australia. So Gasly went into Australia with an upgrade. This is common where everybody knows that one driver gets the upgrade, the other one doesn't.
hmm
Then you go to China and it's a week after, so they still couldn't get the upgrades to Colapinto. And he was struggling the first 2 days, and Race came and he kind of just like they figured out a little bit how to work it, and he had a great start once again. He went from 12 to 6, and he was really happy. And then lap 10 hit, and Stroll's car gave out. If we want to talk about Aston Martin
Yeah.
and the shakes they're having,
Oh my god, dude,
Try to-
Alonso.
Because you can't hold on to the steering wheel. Yeah.
Do that. Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
no, but like race start, you see the cars and they put the Aston Martin, and it's like this.
Well,
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
the Cadillac team also, their car vibrates, and like they had like a piece fly off at one point. Like
Dude,
you
nothing can
watch,
stay on the car,
they're on a
bro.
straight and they're like shaking. Like you see the bodywork just shaking, and you're like, what's going on?
Did you
So
see the
Cadillac
meme I sent you, Gilbert?
Dude, check out. Like, are you talking about like at the end when he like pulls into Park Ferme or whatever, and like the car's just there's nothing on the car, like you can just see the engine, you can see everything on the side of it. It looks like those images when like someone would hit Max or someone would hit Kimmy or whatever, and then like you can see this like the side pod opening up, and like you can see all their stuff, but like it's not due to contact. He did hit Bottas. He did hit Bottas, but it's not because of that. It's just the cars just can't keep itself together.
But they can finish a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
they both finished. So
a
I'm
lap dance, they did.
yeah.
But I mean, that they said that's their goal. They know that they're not really racing with anybody. Their goal is like, hey, we're gonna try and finish races, get as much, laps in so that they can get as much data as possible and then build from there. I mean, you can't expect anything else from a new team.
Yeah.
I
It
would
looks like-
expect a team like Aston Martin to be able to finish races. I would expect that,
Yeah.
a car manufacturer like Honda to actually be able to build
An engine.
an engine that people can, not get injured driving. So,
And I think it was Nui who said that he wasn't aware that the Honda engine was going to be so bad. Like he ended up finding like really late that like all the people that are
yeah.
working on the Honda engine for Red Bull aren't there anymore, and it's like a new unit entirely. I don't know how true that is, but I think
So,
he said that in
so
an interview or something.
I think it kind of tells you that Aston Martin's not really ran all that well because you didn't find out that you didn't have the original Honda team until November, and you had this contract with them for how long, and you didn't do any due diligence to know this of what percentage of the original Honda powertrains team was gonna be part of this new project. I don't know how you don't do that due diligence, and it turns out that it's like 30% of the team is there, and they have 70% that's new. And it's like
Yeah.
apparently that's per Adrian Newey. It's like, yes, they went off to start building solar panels or something. Is his quote.
Yeah. And you think that kind of falls on Nui? I mean, like I think when he
No.
got pulled up, no, not at all. When he got pulled up
No,
to
because
team principal, I was kind of questioning how good he would be.
he couldn't join the team in time to make decisions. He
Oh,
had his
true.
gardening break. He had his gardening break, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, like his
Because
year
he had
off.
left Red Bull. Yeah, he needed to take some time away because he had just left Red Bull, and then so he couldn't make those decisions. He couldn't be part of those decisions.
Yeah.
So that's not on him.
And then
That's on Daddy Stroll.
and then for people who are new to F1, you're not allowed to jump from team to team consecutive, like right from one season to the other. You are forced to wait. So when he got pulled out of Red Bull to join Aston Martin, right? When he left, he couldn't join. He couldn't say he was going to join a team, right? Like I think he was already in talks, or was he still talking with the other teams? But like it just says in the rules, you can't join another team for next year. You have to wait a year.
He had said he was joining Aston Martin. He had talked to other ones, but he had said he was
Yeah.
joining Aston Martin. Just couldn't do it until very late in this off-season process.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so yeah, a pass on Nui. Hopefully,
I think he could even sign the contract. He just couldn't join the team and make decisions.
correct.
Yeah.
So it was
And
known.
I wonder how
It
much
was decided.
trouble you could get in if you like try to sneak in a few notes early. But I'm sure lots of money, and then maybe 10
Yeah.
grid penalty every race. I don't know.
Only happens if you get caught.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think what are we at? So real quick question about Mercedes, and I think this will have to do with Ferrari. And I think part of the reason why Haas is doing, so well, and I think is it not Audi? Audi has their own engine, right? But I think Haas, they have that Ferrari engine, so I think they're able to, do bad on that. And I think that's kind of why they're doing better than Williams, even though you would expect Williams. I'm kind of talking out of my ass right now, but Mercedes, I thought the whole combustion ratio thing, it has to change, right? At some point, or no? Is that wrong? I thought like for right now they were allowed to do it, but then later on they have to fix their engine. Or I'm not
Last
exactly
thing
sure.
I heard was 4 or 5 races, and then they were gonna check, or I don't know.
So
Mhm.
at some point in the season, they will start doing the testing while at ambient and at hot temperatures. So
Oh,
you
okay,
have to
that's what
have
it was.
compression ratio will need to be, I think, 16-1 um, in any temperature, essentially.
Yeah,
So I think that
they're
I
18.
forget which race it was, but I think it's by Miami.
But now,
They're doing it.
is that accounting for the 2 races that got canceled though?
So I think it's just by Miami, regardless.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so
Just time
literally
based.
the next race.
Yeah, Japan and then
Yeah.
Miami. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 more races: Japan and then Miami.
No, so by Miami, it needs to be fixed. Is my understanding.
Oh, okay. So literally,
You-
next race is the last race where they're gonna have that engine, right? Okay.
Correct.
Gilbert, you brought up Haas doing good, but can we change that to Bearman doing good? Cause
I
fuck
think.
Ocon.
I think. I mean, I'll be Rojas for today. I think Ocon took accountability. Similar.
He
Both
did. He did.
Perez
He
and
did.
Ocon said that they're at fault. So I'll give I'll be a little biased. But
That's fair. That's fair.
Ocon did say that he was ambitious. I don't know if that's what he actually said, but he did say that, and you can see the space just run out on him as he's like trying to make the pass. So,
No,
but
the
yeah,
space didn't run. The space
the
wasn't
space
there.
was never there.
It never.
Yeah.
The space ran out when he saw the back of Colapinto's car. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So he said is like, oh no, yeah, that's my fault, and that's what he said. He took
yeah.
full accountability for it. So like, honestly, didn't expect that from Ocon.
Yeah. I'm just
he was teammates with Pierre, and they fought. And remember they crashed. I think it was Monaco, and he did not
yeah,
want to
dude.
like.
Yeah.
It was like that
It
Rocket
seemed like they were
League.
gonna split up like in
Yeah.
that moment.
The
I don't
French
know how
Civil
he
War.
survived that.
No, I'm glad to see tradition still stands and Ocon is still messing up with Alpine to this day. But no, I'm super excited for the midfield. Honestly, I feel like Alpine, if they can figure out the Mercedes engine, are looking super good. Williams, I honestly kind of lost all hope for Williams. And
They just
then
have really good drivers. I love their drivers.
Carlos got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Carlos.
Yeah, but that's a race of attrition over here. So a bunch of cars didn't start. Obviously, if the McLarens, at least one of the McLarens start, you would assume that they finish in the top 10. So
Yeah. What was it? 13 finished this time around, or no?
If
Am I
Max
making things
finishes,
up?
he also gets top 10. 15. 15.
15. Okay, so just one less car than last
If
time.
Max finishes and then both McLarens finish, you don't see Sainz get points.
Sainz is nowhere near the points.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you probably don't see Colapinto get points, but he also he was more mad about the Stroll yellow and the blue lights at the end. He got blue lighted and he couldn't pass Sainz, so he was really mad about that.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Sainz is a good defender, so he used the blue lights to charge up his battery, and then the offset in tires didn't help Colapinto enough.
It's like
So there's that. And then in the beginning, he started with hards, and the safety car 10 laps in let a lot of people change tires. And if he changed tires, it wasn't really going to be beneficial, so he stayed out. Which we saw Colapinto in second place. All of Argentina was calling for the race to end in that moment. Unfortunately, we had 40 more laps to go.
a
But
typhoon appears out of nowhere. No one finishes the race. The track is flooded.
it was a
But
nice race.
But let's do the math on those Carlos Sainz points. He finished 10th. You had Max that didn't finish.
Ninth, finished ninth. Colapinto finished 10th.
Oh. Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Double
So,
points for Alpine.
yeah,
Wow.
but Sainz finished 9th. So if Max finishes, he's 10th. If the McLaren's race, that's 2 more spots, so he's 12. And then you had Bortoleto, who also didn't start.
Yeah.
Who the Audi actually looks pretty decent.
Oh
And
man.
Bortoleto, I think it's a heck of a racer. So I think he at best finishes 13th. He's nowhere near the point.
Hulk finished 11th, right?
I think so.
Both did 11th, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you. I think Bortoleto would have probably been above that.
I don't know if this is the most interesting midfield battle that we've had in a while. I feel like this is like the most I'm paying attention to it though, for sure.
It's
Which
very
is
competitive.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is I
there's
think it's really fun.
Formula 1.5 meme going around. So it's like they take out the Ferrari and the Mercedes, and there's like, oh, Behrman's dominating the Formula 1.5.
Yeah,
So
and then a little bit of a shorter podcast today since we're a little later. I guess just last 2 points. How do y'all feel about the regs? How do you feel about Formula One censoring the speed on the straights? Do y'all think they're actually doing that as they're trying to not show that 60 kph drop at the end of the straight,
uh,
or
they 100% are doing that because I feel like the moment people started catching wind of how
super
bad
clipping?
they were, yeah, they're losing speed at the end of that straight in China. They stopped showing the graphics where they're showing the car speed. So they were just showing the cars without showing the speed, and so that they didn't show how bad they were running out of juice by the end of the straight.
Yeah,
Um,
and
so
then
yes, I do think they're censoring it. Just
Or yeah, they're censoring or they're aware that's going on, that people are really looking into that.
yeah, and they don't like it. I think
Yeah.
Twitter's very loud. A lot of people say they don't like it on Twitter. I don't know. I think if they can figure it out, the racing. I think you have Lewis and Charles both say that it's a lot easier to follow cars in these regs, at least for this season, before everyone starts messing with like the aerodynamics of their cars, and then start blowing dirty air out or whatever, which I think happened right before. But I don't know. How do y'all
So
feel about it?
until Ferrari puts their wing in and throws a lot of dirty air at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But some happy drivers, some
but
not so happy drivers. I don't know. How do y'all feel?
so the going back to that point is like, do you think that it actually is easier to follow, or is it again artificial because hey, I got passed up, they used all their battery, now they have no battery, and regardless of dirty air, I have now more juice and I can follow closer and then pass by the end of the straight.
It's
Is
really
it
hard to
truly
know.
is it
That's the
truly
thing.
easier to follow? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think it's again this artificial sense of like racing where
The yo-yo.
sure you're getting overtakes and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
you're not seeing overtakes because you had the last of the late breakers slamming the brakes as late as possible to try and like beat somebody into the hairpin. You don't see that. It's like, oh, it's Charles getting passed up by Russell 100 meters before the end of the straight because Charles has no battery. It's like I don't care about that. I want to see the old
Yeah.
school Daniel Ricciardo. I'm gonna slam on the brakes as late as possible and dive bomb into the turn and get ahead. And in old Formula One, you had to have the balls to go and make a move. This is just I'm gonna play around on my buttons and how I charge up my battery and then wait my time and then oh look I passed super easy. And it's like I don't care about that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of
I
interested.
like the mid table battles, the mid table racing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's way better this year than most years. It
Yeah,
could be artificial, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I still think it's a little bit more exciting. I don't think I don't think the top is like fun to watch. It's
I feel like the
it's a
top
lot of
hasn't been.
overtaking, but I think it's
Yeah,
over like what Oscar was saying. I think it's just overtaking because it's the easy
your
thing to do,
batteries and yeah.
and you rather do that
Yeah.
than fight it.
And I think the Charles and Hamilton fight where they're wheel to wheel for like 2 to 3 turns in a row and like that's the
Mm-hmm.
exception.
Yeah. They
And in
did touch.
short,
Mm-hmm.
a broken clock is still right twice a day. So it's like that is the exception. You are going to get good battles every now and then, even though the regs aren't good. That doesn't mean the regs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Good points. And I think I think because of that, positioning super important. And I think that's what you got to see from Hammy and Chuck. You got to see like how they positioned the cars, how they were gonna try to attack each other. And No, yeah, I thought that was super fun.
I follow Colapinto pretty strongly. So I also saw a couple moments. There's a moment where Colapinto was fighting Ocon, and Gasly had been struggling for a while trying to pass. So then Colapinto kind of moved to the right. Ocon blocked them, gave Gasly the right to go left, passed both of them over. Once Gasly passed both of them over, Colapinto was able to overtake Ocon, and it was just nice to see a little bit of team racing. So those type of battles are nice to see, and I feel like it doesn't matter about the regs in that moment because you still need
Yeah,
the help
that's
from your
like
teammate to
that's like
get that
driving
stuff
IQ.
done.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that driving IQ that all these drivers should have. That
Yeah.
comes into play.
Yeah.
But yeah, last thing before we go, predictions. I was right.
Predictions.
Oh,
I
I
was
was
just
right,
looking
baby.
at that. Good job, Gilbert. Get that clap. Get that clap.
Oh yeah, the clap.
so just to recap, Daniel, who's not here for this
Mhm.
podcast, predicted that Russell was going to win. Russell got second. Pizzolo,
I did my face because I was thinking of something else, but then Gilbert did the noise right at the perfect time. No, I was thinking, are we counting sprint races?
no,
Okay,
No.
okay,
just the Grand Prix.
okay.
So Pizzolo, he predicted Leclerc. Leclerc finished fourth out of the podium spots. No points there. Gilbert predicted Kimi. So, he got it right.
Yeah, baby.
Carlos predicted Hamilton. Hamilton got on the podium. He gets
No.
a point.
Yeah,
You
hey,
got
I
one
get a
point.
point. Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
a point. He got on the point. And then I predicted nobody.
Quack, quack, quack.
I predicted Max. I thought Red Bull,
Technically.
they are historically good at figuring their chassis out. Max is an all-time great. I thought he was gonna figure out the start. I was wrong. But
Hey, does this count as a Hadger points above Max, or are we gonna say
it's
no?
a DNF. It's a DNF.
Yeah, I think it's still we still yet to see if Hadjar can stick it can keep it
Was
up
Max-
with the big boy.
I didn't watch because Max made it 45 laps. Was Max ahead of Hadjar? Was Max?
He was carving up
Yeah.
the field.
Max was ahead of Hadjar.
Yeah.
Hadjar was way behind because he spun out. So from there on, he flat spotted his tires. He went and got tire changed. He was on a completely different
Like strategy at that point
strategy.
to try to save his race.
And
Yep.
still finished ahead of Sainz.
Yep. And then yeah, predictions for Japón.
For
I guess.
Japan.
Yeah, should I go first since I won?
Go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll say I don't know. It's hard to it's hard.
I don't know. Okay.
I'll go Kimmy again. Why not? I'll go Kimmy again.
Carlos, you got points. You can go second.
Russell.
Russell. Oh, he's going for the points, not for the heart. I see.
Yeah.
Oscar, do you want to go?
I'm gonna go with Leclerc.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Gasly. No, I'm just kidding.
Hola, people.
I'll go Hamilton.
Oh, damn.
Well,
Since nobody
okay.
did.
Yeah.
I think Japan is just more of a technical type.
I am super interested in seeing, because, but you can hope that they'll have a bit more charge of their car, not actual battery charge, but more control over their car. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how we'll see Japan, because Japan's very different from China and Australia.
Yeah, I agree. There's no massive straights to drain the battery. It's not Australia where you're full speed, throttle down for a lot of the lap, where there aren't that many braking zones. This is more intricate, more So I think that plays into Ferrari's advantage. So if they can get good qualifying and get off the start line, the way they have been doing, I think it kind of plays into their hand.
And they gotta work a
Yeah.
little bit more as a team, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have to pick a driver.
I'm making the
Oh.
assumption that
They
Fred is
have to.
going
They have to work together.
No, they don't have to pick a driver. They pick whoever's ahead in that race.
Yeah.
I do
I
like the
agree.
racing though. I don't want papaya rules. I don't want Ferrari
No,
rules. I
I like
want
the racing.
yeah. I like the racing. But all right.
But do the racing after you cleared one of the Mercedes by, a second.
Mhm. Any last thoughts? Any last points before we call it for today?
F1, the movie, got an Oscar.
Oh.
Ooh, there we go.
What Oscar they get?
Best sound.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I haven't watched it. I downloaded it so I could watch it on the plane on the way back.
I
Bro,
think
those
it's
batteries sound amazing.
Yeah.
but all right. This has been
Sure.
the Ninth Gear podcast where we do everything Formula One, but look for the ninth gear. I don't think we found it today because we're not looking for it, but maybe Ferrari will be able to find the ninth gear and take that first win in Japan. Insert today has been me, Gilberto, Carlos, Christian, and Oscar. Have a good one, and